What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL grant and 24 months of working capital update. It is Saturday, April the 10th, 2021. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Don't forget, make sure you follow me on Twitter at TrySmallBiz. That's at TrySmallBiz. Username is SmallBiz Inc., the name of the company that we formed last week, and you guessed it. Our mission is going to be to help grow your small biz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am in the truck. And to all my OGs who enjoyed yesterday's video, walking in the park, I used to do a lot of truck talk. So we're going way back to the old days. I think it's been several months since I've done a truck talk. So do yourself a favor, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine. Here we go. And by the way, I've got new information on both the grant and the loan, so don't go anywhere. But thumbs up, TrySmallBiz on Twitter. This was big where I grew up, upstate New York. I was born in Buffalo, about an hour from Syracuse, very small town. Went to St. Lawrence University. I was a quarterback in high school, played outside linebacker / free safety for the St. Lawrence Larrys. Don't ask Larrys. Who has a nickname Larrys? High school was Indian River Warriors, number 16. 1988, we beat Port Byron in the Syracuse Carrier Dome, 42-0. But that's a whole nother story. Ladies and gentlemen, you like Dunkin', Starbucks? I much prefer the home blend. As many of you know, I've got Javalier, a little bit of raw honey, and organic heavy cream. That's my favorite. But once in a while, I'll do either. So shout out to the folks at Dunkin' and Starbucks. If either one of you wants to become a sponsor of Small Biz Inc., the #1 small business network in the entire world, you might want to reach out to me at the conclusion of today's video. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody's doing well. It's raining here in Atlanta, so if you hear the pitter patter on the roof of the truck, you know why. Look, I've got new information on the grant as well as the loan. Is it possible to win if you're in a low-income community in a reconsideration? And if so, what's the exact email that you should send? I'm going to give that to you in a moment. Is the SBA actually, as of last night, sending an email back if you apply for 24 months of working capital? And if so, what exactly does it say? I'm going to give that to you as well. So I don't know. Where the hell do we start? Other than, by the way, I turned 51 on Tuesday. This video may, in fact, be a train wreck because I was out all night again. I think I was out. This is going on 3 nights in a row. Even though it's raining, I'm probably out again tonight on Saturday. Sunday, I'll take off. Monday, who knows, pre-game party. And then, of course, Tuesday when I turn 51. So I don't know how many of you are over the age of 50. When you start rounding 50, you're turning second base, heading for third. The perspective on life changes quite a bit. And the body just can't take successive nights of partying. So I will do my best to stay focused, but if I wander all over the place or have another senior moment, now you know why. All right, enough said. Do you know there's people that are watching this right now? Oh, get to the fucking point. All right, I'm going to get to the fucking point now. But after I have a sip of my coffee. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've watched the comments, we get over 1,000 every video, sometimes 1,500. Something very strange is going on. In the last, I would say 24 to 48 hours, the SBA is approving large numbers of people for the targeted EIDL advance in low and, yes, in some cases, middle income communities. But what's really strange, and if you don't believe me, just go down through yesterday's video and you'll see probably 50 to 65 comments that are saying the same. So once again, if you've been approved or paid, tell us in the comments. And if you're in middle income communities in particular, tell us that as well. And if you've been approved in the last day or two, please tell our community that nobody called you. Nobody emailed you. Ladies and gentlemen, we used to get a call. Hi, this is a contractor or loan officer so-and-so calling to verify your application for the targeted advance. I need your last 4 of your social and a copy of your driver's license. Well, and I've talked to people personally. I get 50 emails a day at least. They said, Jason, I got approved. I woke up, I logged into my portal, it said approved. Nobody called me. We've got people that got approved and paid. Nobody called them. Nobody emailed them. So I don't know if it's because of our collective efforts. I don't know if it's because Miss Isabel Guzman realizes that, my goodness, we got to get this money out the door fast, especially now that the live venue portal has crashed. As I said yesterday, when shit hits the fan, it can actually help us. She needs to get rid of the bad PR that we're in the middle of. So I don't know. Is she telling her agents and loan officers and contractors, get it out the door? You don't need to send emails and make phone calls. Here's another thing I thought about this morning. One possible reason why they've suddenly backed off of emails and phone calls is the legal liability. For example, a lot of these contractors are young. They're brand new. The SBA is understaffed and under enormous pressure. So maybe somebody has made a series of mistakes to where they're potentially putting potentially, that was a bit of a teenage. See what happens when you're out drinking for 3 or 4 nights? I sound like I did when I was 15 years old, going through that whole hormonal change. I told you. See what happens when you get little sleep on way too much alcohol? It's possible that the SBA has figured out if we have too many emails going back and forth between very inexperienced contractors and people that are desperate for money, you get 1 or 2 of them that say the wrong thing, we might be legally liable. That might explain why large numbers of people are suddenly getting approved without getting phone calls or emails in return. I don't know. So again, I'm asking you, tell us what community you were in when you got approved and or funded, and did anybody call you? Because in the last 48 hours, a lot of people are getting approved without getting phone calls. All right, this is for low income only, and then I'm going to talk about the loan. 24 months of capital. If you're in a low income community, you go to SBA.gov, you put in your zip code, you're clearly in a purple zone, and you get declined. And it's a small number. I'm estimating only about 10% of those that are have already applied or getting declined. So 90% are either approved and or funded or in the process. So, but still 10% of, let's call it 3 million. That would be 300,000 people that might want to do the following. And by the way, shout out to Builder for the email address, which I'll include, but I want to give you an actual script that you can send the SBA. Again, low income community only. If they decline you, you go to the SBA.gov site, you're clearly in a purple zone. You take a snapshot of you, your zip code, and your location, and you write the following email. Subject line, reconsideration for targeted advance, app number, boom, 3334. Hi, SBA. I'm reaching out to do a reconsideration for my targeted advance, app number so-and-so. This line that I'm going to give you now is very important. As per the advice of my 2 state senators, and list the 2 names. As per the advice of my 2 state senators, I am requesting that you forward my application to a Tier 2 supervisor. As per the attached screenshot, I am clearly in a purple zone, aka low income community. Therefore, I respectfully ask that you approve my application. Sincerely, Jason. So one more time really quick. Subject line, reconsideration for targeted advance, your app number. Hi, SBA. I'm reaching out to do a reconsideration for my targeted advance, my app number. As per the advice of my 2 state senators, make sure you name them, I ask that you please forward my application to a Tier 2 supervisor. As per the attached screenshot, I am clearly within a purple zone, aka low income community. Therefore, I respectfully ask that you approve my application. What does that do? Well, if you're a new loan officer or one of these SBA contractors with little experience, and you get this email, which again, the address is targeted advance at SBA.gov, or, and you may want to do them both at the same time, targeted dot advance at SBA.gov. And again, that was Builder who had that email address. So it's targeted advance at SBA.gov, low income folks only, targeted dot advance at SBA.gov. If you're a newly printed contractor and you see, Senator so-and-so and Senator such and such is telling this person who sent me a screenshot of them clearly in a purple zone, that might explain why people are getting approved without getting a phone call or an email back. They're trying to limit the legal liability by getting rid of the paper trail. So I don't know what's going on. So again, watch this video again. If you're in a low-income community only and you can verify it with a screenshot, send them the email that I just said. All right, if you're in a middle or a high and you get declined, wait a week or 2 weeks. We're going to have more information when and if Miss Isabel uses discretion, we get an update on S513 or Biden does an executive order. We have to wait, because if you apply now for a reconsideration, which is another word for an appeal, you have no proof that you're in a low-income community. The law clearly states right now you must be low income, 30% economic loss, less than 300 employees. So if you're middle to high and you get declined, just sit on it for now. I know it's frustrating, but you have no evidence to overturn. It's only for low income folks that can attach the screenshot and use the email that I suggested. All right, quickly. 24 months of working capital. In the last 24 hours, you're now getting a bounce back message from the SBA. For the first few days, when I applied, when most of you applied at COVID EIDL increase requests with an S at SBA.gov. Don't copy and paste the link, write it in. Otherwise, on a Gmail, it's going to bounce back. You include your company name, your address, your phone number, your loan, and your app number. Very simple, self-explanatory. But now in the last 24 hours, and it looks official, there's a copy of it on my Twitter page at TrySmallBiz. Follow me, please. TrySmallBiz, username SmallBiz Inc. You get a message back that says, "Hi, so-and-so. We are in the COVID EIDL increase team is in receipt of your application, and it will be processed in the order that it was received." So it's a very simple, short 1 or 2 sentences from the COVID EIDL increase team. Somebody probably figured out that if we don't have a bounce back message, we're going to have the same problem we've had for a year. People are going to get impatient. They're going to email the SBA, "Did you get a copy of my application?" And that starts the whole process over. That's why it's one email, ladies and gentlemen. The people on this channel that have been around now for upwards of a year, some of them stuck in reconsideration for 6 months. It's because they get antsy, as I said yesterday, and they email, "Well, I sent in my application last month. How come you haven't responded?" And it goes right back to the back of the line. You got to send one email and one email only. So if you haven't done so already, you're probably going to get that bounce back that they're in receipt. For everybody else who already applied, don't freak out. You're already in the system. They probably figured out that they need to do this. Otherwise, there's going to be a million people continuing to reach out and getting started all over again. So as I said yesterday quickly, we're being told from multiple sources, no reapplication, no additional documentation, no credit check. The only people that are going to get any of those 3 are people that are new. And up until now, the credit score was 570. But we may get new information from Miss Isabel Guzman on Monday or Tuesday. She really does need to come out. You know, the live venue grant portal crashed. I'm sure they're just at wit's end right now, working all weekend. But she really does need to give us an update. What's the credit score going to be required if you're brand new? Is it really true that nobody is going to get have to reapply or send in additional documentation unless the SBA senses a potential fraud? And there it is again. I hope at least some of you get a kick out of how real this channel is. We've never edited a video. If I have my way, we never will. So look, just to wrap it up, if you're in a low-income community, go ahead and file a reconsideration. Targeted advance at SBA.gov and targeted.advance at SBA.gov. Follow the advice in terms of the script of the email. And don't forget, you got to have that attachment proving you're in a purple zone. If you're in a middle or high, I know it's frustrating, but you got to sit still. And again, I need people that have not gotten a call or an email but approved in the last 48 hours. You got to speak up. And if you got funded, it helps with morale. Tell everybody once again, even if you've done it a million times. And until next time, I hope I covered almost everything that you need to know. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Always remember that Captain America. I absolutely love you guys, and thank you so much for watching.